right. We are back. And ladies and gentlemen, listen, this is a special podcast tonight. It's an absolute honor to sit down with my friend Eli Mazer and Jack Dora. Thank you both, gentlemen, for coming on. I don't sit down with two people a whole lot and interview two of my friends at the same time, but this is going to be absolutely proper mega, as I tell everybody. I've been super excited to sit down since us two, three of us had gotten in touch with each other, right? But yeah, here we are. It's an absolute honor, and man, I can't wait to get into this. So yeah, welcome Eli, welcome Jack.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you, gentlemen.
Happy to be here.
Dude, it's an absolute honor, Eli. Absolute honor.
Yeah, I didn't know how the 2-person or I guess 3-person podcast would go, but like I said, it's either going to be a disaster or it's going to be the best podcast ever. So
listen, it's going to be the best one ever, gentlemen. Absolutely. And I love that, Eli, your background, absolutely mega, man. Got the Revit, got the Envy, got the yellow, got the Christmas tree and the lights. I love it with the stocking cap to match. My man. And then of course we got Jack down here with the Pendergast podcast colors. I'm not even gonna lie. He's got the pinks and the blues and the greens, and yeah, let's go. I love it, man.
You're an inspiration, man. What can I say?
Oh man, thank you, gentlemen. Listen, again, it's an honor. We definitely have a lot to talk about. A little bit over an hour to do it, so let's get into it. Right, I'm gonna start off with Eli. Eli, just like I ask all my friends, man, where did your journey begin on those beautiful twos, my friend?
Started in January of 2023, and my first motorcycle was actually not technically a motorcycle. It was a Yamaha X-Max scooter, as they call it, a maxi scooter. So it was a 300cc, one of those CVT, so there was no clutch, but actually planned on, like, I wanted something that had 2 wheels, like a 50cc scooter. And then when I went into the dealership, they started talking about, you should get this 300 and it'll go 100 miles an hour. You can take it on the highway. And then somehow I ended up with that. And I actually tried taking it to the MSF course, and they wouldn't let me use that. So I had to use one of their rentals. It was a CBR 300, I think. And I think I did 2 months on that, and then got an MT-07. So officially transitioned. So that's how I started. And then all that track stuff came a couple months later.
I love it. I love it, man. You know, it's that's the beauty about motorcycles. Everybody has their own unique age and when they start or whatever bike it is, right? At the end of the day, it don't matter because we're all in those beautiful twos, right? And you know, I say it all the time. Bikes choose us at whatever age and time it is that they mean to choose us. And when they do, it's a lifestyle. We fall deeply in love with it. And that's all we think about. We breathe it, we eat it, we sleep it, we podcast about it, we watch it, right? We go to the races, we cheer all our friends on. And yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So Jack, man, tell us where your humble beginnings was on those beautiful twos.
First bike was a Yamaha Maxim 400, had a RD 350, got a CBR F4. Started riding that was, we're talking like early 2000s. Got a hold of a Gixxer 750 that was somebody's retired track bike. I mean, this thing was a literal basket case. It came in milk crates, and I had the great idea. I was like, I'm going to put this thing back together. Never happened, but ended up starting a family early and didn't get too far into that whole basket case thing. I had to sell off all the toys, and the focus became career and family stuff, and all that bike stuff went up on a shelf, and it just sort of turned into a wouldn't that have been cool kind of thing. And all of a sudden here a year ago, really, I mean 2024, it came back around, like you said, and it just sort of, some opportunities started presenting themselves again. And I was trying to get the boys into, 2 wheels, dirt bikes, whatever, and mini bikes, whatever it was. And ended up getting a Ducati 750, the old 2-valve. Just wanted to be back on 2 wheels, wanted to be on the street again, and talked to my wife, Brandy. She's super supportive. She's like, yeah, let's go check it out. We went and picked that up and had it for a couple months, started getting riding again. I'm like, hell yeah, this is so much fun. And then something came across my newsfeed on Facebook one day for Fox Power Sports Track Day at Grattan. You know, they were like, hey, it's a little cheaper to come out that way, and there'd be a photographer there, there'd be lunch provided, like the entry fee's a little bit less and all that. And I'm like, man, I can bring that Ducati out there. I've always wanted to check that out. Well, start looking into it. Like, what's that going to take? What do I need? I got a helmet, had some boots, needed some gloves, needed a suit. I'm like, all right, well, when is this? A week away. Cool. Let's see what I can find. So I start marketplacing like crazy, and I'm like, all right, this is what I'll do. If I can find one, if I can find a suit for a few $100, something that fits, and I can go, then I'll go. Then if I can't, then maybe I'm biting off more than I can chew right now. I don't need to be on a track. So I start marketplacing like crazy, and I end up finding this lady like an hour and a half south of me. She's got this Dainese Laguna Seca 4, brand new, still got the tags on it. She wants $350 for it or something. I blow her phone up. It's probably like 1 o'clock in the morning or something ridiculous. She texts me the next day. She says, hey, are you still interested in that? I grabbed it on my way out the door. I brought it with me to work. I'm like, all right, can I meet you? Like, I'll come. I'm ready. Let's go. She says, all right, can you meet me on my lunch break? I said, okay. I'm meet her down there, pull up into this Dollar General parking lot. And I'm trying this thing on. I'm like, all right, here we go. I don't know anything about how it's supposed to fit, or like if I can get my shoulders in it, then we're good. That's all I'm worried about. If I can get, so I start putting this thing on, and I'm squeezing into it, and I get my shoulders in. I'm like, oh, it fits. Hell yeah. So I give her the money for it. I'm loading this thing into the back of the 4Runner, and I can hear her kind of rustling in her car. She says, oh, I got one more thing. I don't know if you'd be interested or not. And I turn around and look, and she's holding it up, and it's this leather jacket, this riding jacket. And you remember the old like Marlboro, livery that looks like a box of Reds, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like a replica of that. But think about everywhere it should say Marlboro, or there should be a logo or a Pirelli patch or like any of that stuff. Anywhere that should be on there is a swastika. And I'm like, we're staying in a Dollar General parking lot. She's like holding this thing up. I'm like, no, I'm good. You should put that away. You should throw that away. Like, what are you doing? Why do you have this? She's like a 60-year-old woman. She's like 4 feet tall. Apparently it came from her nephew who had passed away under weird circumstances. But so that was my entrance into this whole track.
Wait, did you buy it?
No, I did not.
Dude, Eli, I was standing the same thing. I'm like, hold up, dude. Tell me you bought it, right? Like, come on.
I mean, you could take it off, but damn.
I even had the thought, like, all right, well, maybe I buy it just to burn it, like, just so she doesn't, like, just to get rid of this thing. And I'm like, that's the one time, like, I'm gonna get pulled over. This thing's gonna be in my back seat or something. Like, I want nothing to do with this.
I love it.
But
man.
when did the track day, obviously, like everybody, right, immediately hooked. Like, amazing experience. I managed to do 2 track days in 24. The second one, I met Jeff Tate, who's a Moto America rider. He incredible dude. We hit it off. He's been my riding coach and really helped me over the off season coming into this season, trying to get a plan and get everything together and just get me up to speed with like, this is what this is what it isn't, this is what you need to work on. So got a track van, got a dedicated track bike, and just hit it hard this year. Just did as much as I could and let it come to me, and stayed out of my comfort zone and listened to him as much as possible. And it was amazing. It was an amazing year. I can't say enough about it.
I love it. And me and you had this conversation. I'm pretty sure me and you met at Mid Ohio when I finally got to meet Jeff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was down crewing for Jeff and G, and yeah, you were making your rounds.
Because when I seen you, I was like, dude, I swear I met him. I don't know where, but I know I met him somewhere. So yeah.
So he's like your Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah,
Mr. Miyagi. Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't made me like wax his bike yet. I just got to change tires and stuff on it, but
wax on.
Wax on, wax off, Jackie son.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's always good to have a mentor, or like multiple mentors. Like I've got so many. So Mark Morrow he's always been there for me. I took his race school. I know he's been on here a few times. A few Moto America people, Cassidy, Heiser, Steven Smith, all those guys have been huge support to me. And so that's awesome. You seem to have someone like that.
Oh, it's go ahead, Jack.
Obviously, like coming into this later in life, like I'm 41 now, so that was kind of, getting into this, like, oh, maybe it'll be a fun hobby or whatever. I didn't know when I started like how seriously I'd be able to take it, or how realistic it was for me to have like big expectations or whatever. And then he was the perfect person, to start to hit it off with, because he's just a couple years older than me, and obviously he's an incredible rider. And kind of talking to him and like, how long have you been doing this? And I'm thinking he's going to say like, 20 years or something. And he's like, let's see, 3, 4, I think this will be my 4th or 5th year. And I'm like, like for him to come into it late too, and to be having so much success with it, like it was the perfect dude. Cause it's different, I'm not a 18, 19, 20-year-old dude who's looking for factory support and trying to fly over to Europe or whatever. Like, it's not, people aren't looking for 40-year-old riders who are just getting into the sport to, jump on and support. So it's been different, but awesome, and really cool to see someone else can do it. Like, just that little bit of confidence that tells you like somebody else can take it to the show that has the same kind of track that I started with. So
on that note, I pit crewed for Steven Smith at Daytona this year. He has a GSX 8R, and he started the 8R race group that we're all part of. But I think he's 55. I could be wrong, 54, 55. But he started, I think, at 41 or 42, like started riding. And fast forward however many years that is, and he's now, Moto America. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people. I'm a few years younger than you, Jack, but not that many years. I've seen a lot of people start later and still do really, really well. So
110% Steven Smith, man, with glasses, right? Steven Smith with glasses. He wears glasses, don't he?
I think he
yes. I met him. I met him at Daytona in March earlier this year. Yeah. Actually, I think we talked on the phone one time, or Facebook maybe one time. I don't know. But yeah,
he's fast.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah, he is.
He's fast for an old guy.
Hey, we're not old. We're getting younger.
To say that.
He said, I'm allowed to say that. You are. Absolutely, you are. It's I tell people too, man, it's again, motorcycles choose us at whenever they decide to choose us. Yeah. We don't know, right? And there's people that start in their 40s and they're 55, 60 years old, and they're freaking rippers on the track, right? It just goes to show that, listen, age is just a number. You can do it. It's just like I tell all my boys, the future legends of the sport, like Ryder Davis. It's like, you got to work harder than Rocco Landers. You got to work harder than Josh Herron. You got to work harder than X, Y, and Z if you want to take that spot from them. You don't know how hard they're working because you're not friends with them. You don't train with them. But you got to make it up and train 10 times harder than that to be there, right? You got to truly want it to make it happen. So, and that's where that passion comes in. That's when you fall in love with it. And it's like the most beautiful marriage in the world. Let's just be honest, right? It is. Yeah, she bites and she kicks you in the butt sometimes, and you may break a bone here or there, but hey, this is the struggle, baby, right? Like, I'm in it.
My wife calls my bike my mistress. So
I love it.
Literally, that is her name for it. So I will admit I probably earned that title. So definitely a balance with priorities. So
it is. So, we talked a little bit about actually how both you got into it. Jack told us about how I got into it in his first track days, which is awesome. But that was going to be my next question. So Eli, getting a late start, getting on the street, what led you to the track, and how'd you find out about it?
So I think I did my first track day. I started riding the MT-07 in like March of 2023, and then did that for I don't know, 6-7 months, did group rides, met some people through the community, some of which who, did track days, and went and did one at AMP, Atlanta Motorsports Park. And it was the scariest shit of my life. Like I was grandma slow, upright, got the orange jersey on. I was just petrified the entire time. And I actually hated it, to be honest. I left there just thinking I'm never doing that shit again. And it took me a little while, but I guess I kind of reflected and was like, this is probably a way better place to actually work on fundamentals than the street. And I had a crash. That was about a year after that, but almost died, had several fractures in my ankle, my wrist, my shoulder. And I had done, I think, 2 or 3 track days, and I got my race license before that happened. I got my license with Mark Morrow at New Jersey Motorsports Park. So to be honest, it honestly was Mark who got me kind of remotivated and, realizing that it's not just about going out and trying to be fast and impress your buddies. There's so much more to it. And it was, taking his school and just having him as a coach and guiding me through the whole process. That's what got me to the point of actually enjoying it. So the school, I mean, I can go into all of that and we'll be here all day, but it was quite an experience. So anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Big shout out to Mark Morrow. Yeah. Absolute legend. Honor to call friend too, as well. It's yeah, he's amazing. I'm a huge fan, as you guys know, is proper coaching, right? I see one of the biggest things, and you guys see it too as well, is when we can't leave our ego at the door, right? You see people show up to track days that can't get over the ego, they know it all, they don't have fun, they leave, and you don't ever see them again, right? And then you got people that come in and they're just like this little sponge, and they're just taking it all in. They're just smiling and happy, and they might only do 2 or 3 seconds faster that day, but you know what? That's like life changing, right? And the friends and the beautiful people you meet is what I always call the beautiful circus along the way. It's just a cherry on top of everything, right? And then when you leave, it's like you're right, Eli. I say when I'm our first, I didn't know what to expect. Nobody knows what to expect in their first track, especially me and this old man right here back in the day, right? When I did mine in 1999, there wasn't no advertisement for it. The only advertisement for it was a Road Racing World, when it used to be a magazine, but not a normal magazine. It used to be the big magazine. You flip it back in the classified sections, and yeah, it had a list of track days and race bikes were selling stuff like that. So I was actually at MMI at the time, and yeah, some people there were like, dude, let's go do a track day. And I was like, what's a track day? Take your bike on the track. Let's go, right? Didn't know shit. I had a safety wire, nothing. I didn't know none of that. Nobody told me. Hell, they didn't even know. And I told Eli this, and I don't know if I told you, Jack. So I show up, taking the tech, and they're looking at me. They're like, this bike has no safety wire. And I'm like, the fuck is safety wire? Like, what are you talking about, right? And
they made you do all that just for a track day?
Dude, pushed it back. Yeah, back then, pushed it back. It wasn't very much. It was the caliper bolts, the oil drain bolt, the filler plug, and that was it. That's all you had to do. And you had to either remove the headlight, the tail light, and the turn signals, or tape them up. Man, it's been a long time ago. Eli, you're bringing it back now on me.
Yeah.
You could either have the kickstand on, but if you did, you had to have it safety wired up or secured in a way where it couldn't fall or come out or anyway. I don't know why the thumb emoji is going up, but cool, let's go. Right. What else do we have to do?
Sounds like they were stricter back then, because like they
can't remember.
make you do that, but for novice, it's pretty basic now, right?
And you couldn't have radiator fluid. It had to be distilled water with water wetter. Just that was, but yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it was just a couple things. It wasn't very much. Yeah, it was with CCS, and yeah, right here. This is my actual license right here.
Oh wow,
1999. Look, I've been trying to find all my other licenses. I can't find them no more, but boom, there it is.
Which track did you do your first track day at? You said
Firebird International Raceway out there in Phoenix,
Arizona. Yeah.
That's where I went
don't
to
know too
MMI.
much about that one. Is it still there?
Yeah, it's called something else now. Me and my buddy had this conversation not too long ago because he still lives out there. He was I forget what he calls. I'll text him and I'll shoot you a message of what it's called now. It was a great track. They had the east and the west track, and then they had the full course. I remember going on the east track, Eli, especially in Jack, man, when you're coming out that last left-hand corner, right? You either had to stay, so you either had to take it, break later, and run the corner in wide and cut it in, or you had to break in early and then as you exit, run it out wide because that straightaway was a drag race straightaway and it had a plate in the middle of the freaking track. Right. So you had to either stay on the inside or the outside. So there's two different ways you could do it. But it was I'll never forget the first time after everything was done, past all this, the orange shirt on, mock race. I was like, I'm gonna get this guy right here. Like, I'm gonna beat this dude right here, right? Dude, I literally sat on his rear wheel for the whole entire time. And dude, it was the best time ever, bro. It was like just, it part of that was the ego, right? There it goes, right? You show up. It's just like you show up and you get out there and you're like, dude, you see a 14-year-old walking around in paddock on this little 300, and you're like, yeah, I ain't got to worry about him. And then you're in the corner, you're next thing you know, here comes, you're like, wait, what?
Around the outside.
Right. And you look down on your gas tank, you're like, how'd this piece of pie show up on? I'm like, oh, that's the humble pie. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. Well, let me eat some of that right now. Right. So yeah, it's those, but that's when, it's difficult for us men to leave egos outside of places, especially when we think we know it all. Right? Let's just be honest. Or we might have some type of clue that we do know it all. Especially when it's something that we're really into. You know what I mean? So you guys showing up, first track day, first race, automatically hooked for life, right? Look, yo, Jack's like, yeah, let's go. So
I was way more fired up after my first race more than my first track day. But that was because it was a ton going on that weekend. I crashed in my race school, as embarrassing as that is.
Did you really?
Not in the mock race, in the earlier sessions. It's stupid. But yeah, I mean, after that first race weekend at New Jersey, I mean, I was last place in every race I did, getting lapped. But after that, I was hooked. It was just a flip switched on, and I had to take a couple months off after my street accident. But as soon as I recovered, honestly, before I officially recovered, I was already making plans to get back out there. And then I did VIR North. That's where I met you at, Chris.
Yep.
This year. So
Precision Track Days.
No, the ASRA race.
Oh yeah, that's right. The ASRA. Excuse me. I was at VR for like 5 times this year, 4 times, something like that.
Yeah, because you live near there, right?
Yeah, I'm like about an hour and 45 minutes away. So I'm not far at all. So that's my home track here in Virginia.
I'll be there next year. I'm going to do that ASRA race.
Well, I'll be there too, Eli. We'll be hanging out doing some live videos. Right now, we got to get Jack down there.
Jack over
all right, we got to get
race.
Jack. Let's go. But you know what's funny, man, is you said it too. I remember showing up, man, and the first time, man, I was so nervous because I had no idea what to expect. But as soon as you throw your leg around it and you get with like-minded people, and you're out there, and the first time somebody comes up on you inside and they're a lot faster than you, and you're like, what the fuck was that? Right? It's yeah. All those first time moments, first time you put on a leather suit, first time you drag your knee. I tell the story every time I drag my elbow, my hips, and my shoulder, and all that goes along with it. And I see that might go in the opposite directions one day. I will, even if it's on a grom. I'm gonna get it in. But it's always those first, and then when you fall deeply in love with this sport, man, it's like I'm all in. So first track day, right? You guys start racing now. Obviously, we're into club racing, right? Full, we done turned into vampires. They done got us hold of our neck. We're full in, right? There is no turning back at all. And you two gentlemen are fairly new to it. going into your first proper race weekend is always a lot different than going into your first track day. It's completely different, right? The expectations on yourselves different. I don't want to say you take it more serious in a way, obviously, because it's a race weekend. It's not just a track day, just riding and testing and tuning or working on body position or whatever it is you're doing, right? So going into your first official race weekend, right? Um, the expectations everybody has them going in, right? For me, I was just like, I'm not crashing. I don't care if I'm dead last. I get lapped 50 times like Eli. I'm not crashing, right? I'm not doing it. Two of my buddies come with me, right? It was our first, we did the class together, school together, first race weekend. Let's go. My thing was, I don't care who I get. I'm beating you two. Forget everybody else. It's you two I want to beat, right? That was the whole competition thing. But again, it's like you don't know what to expect going in. Because it's serious. And tire warmers, we didn't have tire warmers back then. Are you kidding me right now? I didn't have tire warmers. You guys got tire warmers. I didn't have that. So it's definitely different. But going into your guys' first proper race weekend, walk us through that weekend for you two gentlemen. We'll start with you,
Jack.
Oh no, Jack. No. Go. You're right. Go ahead, Jack. He took it first last time.
All right, I'll take the bullet on this one.
Yeah.
So it was Grattan, mid-July, and did the race cert class on Friday with sport bike track time, and then into the Weir weekend that weekend. So it absolutely poured rain all day Friday. We started with like 6 people in the race cert school, and like you got to ride every session, right? You can't cop out because you're there being taught and being watched and all. So you got to ride every session, and you can't crash. And so like there was a couple of those sessions where I'm out there I'm pretty sure I could have put my feet down and just flintstoned around the track. Like I swear I was going so slow because it was just pouring rain. I don't know how to be I barely know how to be on track, I feel like, at this point. So to be out there in the pouring rain, like a completely different experience, but made it through. Not all of us, about half of us made it through the race cert and then going into the race weekend. Anytime I think I have something figured out, like the number of surprises that come up, like, okay, I'm starting to get an idea of like how the paddock works and the people that are there and the community and all that from the track days. And then I start race weekend and immediately I'm blown away. The community that exists, on those race weekends and it's amazing. Everyone is so helpful and so open and welcoming, and it was awesome. So the biggest thing that I had in my head going into race weekend, and this is thanks to Jeff and G, that they made sure that it was have fun. Have fun. You're here to have fun. Don't get so wound up. Don't take it too seriously. Don't get in your head about it. Like it's not that serious. Just go out and have fun. So I go out, I hit, the 3-4 board goes up. I hit my warm up lap. We're gridding up and all that. And I look over and they're all standing up on the side of the paddock, and they're waiting for me to look up, and they look out, they're yelling, Jack, Jack. And I look up and they're like, have fun. And they're just being goofy. And it's like, okay, all right. Settled in. And here come the boards, green flag. And it just go time. And it was absolute blast. There weren't that many of us in novice up there that weekend because of the rain. It scared a lot of people off. Ended up being a beautiful weekend, the Saturday, Sunday, but people throw in the towel when the weather turns. But no, it was an amazing time. Took got my seconds up here from that weekend. So to do my first, do the race school, do my first weekend and come home with hardware. I mean, it was amazing.
That's
it was
awesome.
So much fun.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. I beat both my buddies on my first official race weekend. And yes, Steve, that was the safety wire thing. It wasn't for the initial track day thing. It was the first novice race. You had to safety wire, but I beat them too. But yeah, it was me, Ruben, and Zach. That was the order, and that was dead last, second to dead last, and dead last. Right. So, but listen, we had a lot of fun. It was absolutely amazing. And it's funny enough, out of everybody I went to MMI with to this day, that was 99, 2000. I left out of 2001. Hardly anybody's into motorcycles. hardly anybody rides from all my friends anymore, or any of that went to school out there. There's only a select few that either work in the industry or maybe ride. That's it, which is crazy. It blows my mind,
You're
right?
the last surviving member.
I apparently so, but I made up with it. It's who I am. It's what I'm about. It's what I eat, sleep, breathe. You guys know the deal, right? So yeah, it's yeah, man. So Eli, for you, man, going into your race weekend, man, first race weekend, obviously, you have expectations on yourself. I did, which was not crash and beat the shit out of my two boys that are going with me. That's it. I didn't care about anything else, right? And we were so competitive. I was like, dude, we got to stick with one tire manufacturer like this. And they're like, nope, I'm running this and I'm running this. And I was like, okay, whatever, right? So we all had 3 different tires. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. But Eli, tell us about your first race weekend experience, man.
New Jersey Motorsports Park, where I took Mark's school. I actually brought my SV 650 at the time that I bought specifically for like a track only bike, because it was my street bike 8R that I also took on the track, but I didn't want to race that thing. And
now look at you.
Yeah, it's a different bike. That bike got totaled.
I know it did, but now you're racing the 8R now, right? Yeah. Oh, he froze up.
SV. Hang on. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Am I back?
You froze up there for a second. Hello? Yeah, you're back now.
Yeah. All right. So I rode the SV, and I honestly hated that bike. Like, compared to my 8R, it was prehistoric. There, no slipper clutch, just everything, no traction control, ABS. It was just, I know that they say you're supposed to, bikes like that actually make you better, but I was just not used to that because I'd been spoiled, and there wasn't even a gear indicator on there. And I'm weird about like needing to know what gear I'm in. But
you've been spoiled, my friend. You've been spoiled, dude. Yes.
But yeah, I rode that thing, and the race was freaking. I'm just going to admit it. I was there and seeing everybody revving their engines, and I'm wearing the jersey. It was like a white shirt, had the Mark Morrow logo on it, but I'm like, what am I doing out here? Like reevaluating my life, and I did it. I finished. I got lapped in the first race, and then second and third race of that weekend, I actually did better and did not get lapped by anybody in my class, but by the faster people in the other class, I did. But yeah, it was probably the most humbling experience of my life, more than the first track day, but it was different because I had so much support there. So after that, that's when I said, I need to invest in actual proper coaching. I took the Ken Hill school, and, I get regular. So I think it's, yeah. Can you still hear me? I feel like I'm breaking out.
You are breaking out. No, you were breaking out. I'm actually writing down what time sections you broke up on so I can go back and
you can edit it
and edit it out. Yeah.
But yeah, the first race weekend was bad in terms of like progress. I finished. I didn't crash in any of the races, but that was probably the point where I realized I need to actually work on fundamentals. So fast forward a year, a little less than a year after that, after I recovered from my crash, and then I did VIR with Azra. That's where I met you. So did half a season with Wera and Azra, mostly Wera, and yeah. Anyways, there.
Going all in for 2026. Both my friends right here. So listen, this is a question I'm gonna ask both of you. listen, new to racing. Tell me, getting into it, man, how expensive has it been for you guys making your journey to where you guys are now? And did you have some kind of idea of money wise what it was going to be to where you both are now?
You broke
Jack,
out.
Jack.
I mean, I'm sure everybody listening to this knows already, like, it's so expensive, right? It's so expensive. And the faster you go, the more expensive it gets. But like I started this season on a 2005 CBR, and I mean, I did not go through near the tires that I'm going to this year, which is a good thing. But at the same time, just one more thing to try to plan for. But to try to not take like money away from from the family, so to speak. I started flipping bikes and working on stuff and learning how to do valve adjustments and learning how to do, everything on my own, and just finding marketplace bikes and rehabbing them and making them nice and cleaning them up and all that and selling them. And thankfully that paid for, all of my first season, my bike, everything. So that worked out awesome. How long is that going to continue? I mean, my wife and I kind of talked about it, last year, and we said, well, I'm going to run out of skill, time, or money, and I don't know which one it's going to be. So I'm going to keep pouring everything into it until one of those happens. Until I can't pay for it with flipping bikes anymore, or, whatever it is. So, coming up this year now, I mean, I'm on a R6 for this year. I'm super pumped about that. I mean, it's hard to say, what, like 10 grand for a season. But all that is so dependent. I mean, it can be more, it can be, probably won't be less.
We got wives watching this. Be careful now.
Right. She's like, I got your number. I listened to Pin to Gas. You lied to me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, mine is very aware. She's very supportive. She's my pit crew, my unpaid pit crew help. And no, she's great. But I mean, it's tough. So then you start looking at partnerships. You start looking at how can I, get deals on parts and tires, and how can I save a little money here, a little money there, and then sponsorships. Can I get somebody else to pay for me to go do this thing that I love, which is wild. Like, I've never had to think about sponsorships. I've never had to have those conversations. I don't know what a portfolio or a sponsor deck or any of that stuff looks like. Like, I got to learn all this stuff on the fly. And honestly, that's where the whole social media thing started. Was just, getting the advice that, like, if you want to make yourself marketable, like, you have to have an audience. You have to have people know who you are. And that's how it started. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad I started it. And I like where it's going. That's been growing like crazy. But just the learning curve for all this stuff, it all goes hand in hand. And if you want to do one, you got to learn all these other things, and it is steep. But it's good. Like, I mean, this was my first real year on track, period, other than the couple of track days last year. So to go from just jumping in the spring, and then the race license, and then into the sprint races. I went down to Nelson with Jeff and Robbie Noe and Max Corbett. We put together an endurance team, and we ended up taking first in that's the other one. Ooh. We ended up taking first in the relay race, and like all this stuff is just mind blowing. And then I got that video that kind of blew up of being at Barber and doing the endurance race with, Josh Hayes and all these dudes, just absolutely blowing my doors off. Like, it's such a weird to feel like you're making so much progress while at the same time witnessing firsthand, like, how slow you still are. And, but it's so cool. It's so cool.
It is.
That was the video that's how I found you. So,
Yep.
That was awesome. That went viral, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, everything else. I mean, the most I've got, a couple thousand, few thousand views here and there, whatever. And then that one all of a sudden just took off. I think it's at 300,000-400,000 views or something like that. So it's wild, Bro. But that's how it happens, I guess.
That's I've never had a video do that. I think that my most viewed video was like almost 29,000 views, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I'm not a big analytic guy anyway, right? Like, and that was with me and Keanu Reeves John Wick, baby. That's who that was with. So yeah.
Yeah, it's super cool
Oh,
to be in a place that like to just do it for the enjoyment of it and watch it grow kind of on its own, and that I don't need the views, the likes, whatever in order to make this thing happen. It's just sort of this secondary thing that's taken on this life of its own, and just to watch it grow and continue to expand and have people reach out and show their support and all that, like I'm sure you experience, and it's super cool.
It's yeah, man. Speaking of that, it's an honor, man. It's crazy. It's
Humbling.
Dude. It's as you can tell, I get lost. I don't know what to say. It's an honor, man. Anyway, dude, Eli, same question for you, my friend. Getting into racing, you're fairly new into it. Expensive wise, how expensive has it been for you?
You broke out for a little bit of that, but I think I heard you ask how expensive. Was that what you asked?
Yes, yeah. How your first season? How expensive is? What was it? What was it? Did it exceed your expectations, or did it fall below your expectations?
Okay, well, I started in June of this year.
I know, but still,
so,
it's
half a season.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't want to go back and see a freaking spreadsheet of how much I spent, because it would go into. I mean, I'm not even going to say a number, but basically, I went in, tried to find some ways to make some money to pay for this addiction. I did do some flipping. I've helped some friends sell their bikes on Marketplace. I actually started a side hustle business for personal training for motorcycle riders. So I've got a few clients that I train, a few racers, Cassidy Heiser, Michael Hauschknecht. He races with Arma, or did race with Arma. He'll be back sometime, hopefully next year. He's about to have back surgery, but that's kind of been my income to be able to, I don't want to say afford, because I don't think any of us can really afford this, but
right.
Support
the habit.
Yeah, exactly.
Support the habit.
Envy Darwin Rodriguez has been awesome to me. I just got my new suit back there somewhere. And by the way, if any of this shit falls off mid-show, this was not planned. I don't know how it's still up there, but there we go. Yes.
Big shout out to my boy Darwin and Envy, man. Nothing but love and support from my homeboy. Straight up, dude.
So that was my first custom suit, because I had a Revit off the rack that I had altered, but I love that suit. No complaints. But switching over to a custom suit with Envy, oh my gosh.
It's night and day.
Dude, I haven't taken on the track yet. I've just worn it around my house, but it's so different having a suit that's we're going off topic here, I realize, but
no, you're good.
Suit that's fitted to you and not just kind of generic.
That kind of fits. Right?
So you think it's good putting one on that's custom compared to one that was altered and like fit pretty okay? That Dainese I picked up ended up being a 64 short, bro. I'm 6'1", 225 pounds. Like it fit me, so it was too short, way too wide. It was flapping in the breeze. It got me out there. So now going with like Matt Racing and having this total custom thing, I'm like, I didn't realize how bad it was until I put this thing on. And
Wait, that wasn't the one with the swastika, was it?
I didn't buy it. I didn't buy
that one. Yeah. So I have no complaints about the Revit suit, but Envy he's been real good to me, Darwin, and I got the new gloves coming in. They have the Stingray panels. Yeah. I swear I didn't mean for this to be an advertisement, but
dude, you're good, bro. Listen.
If anybody is in need of a custom suit, I will hook you up. That turnaround time, I got it in 2 weeks.
Holy shit.
2 weeks. And I don't know if that's how it normally is, but I've never seen a turnaround time like that. So if you don't have a custom suit, please get one with Envy or whoever, Bison, who's
Comedy AGV Sports Group, hit me up, right? Yeah, listen, real quick, dude. I love everybody in the industry. I love all my friends that make suits. You're not gonna go wrong. You know, it's dude. I love my boy K Dub from Hyper Naked.
Hyper
Right?
Naked. Yeah, there we go.
Which, by the way,
There it
we did a custom shirt. I still have some available. I personally am all sold out of extra large. You can go to his website and you still get 2X and extra large, but I don't have any more hand. I just
we have it on our canopy.
large.
We have ND and we have Hyper
Yep.
Naked on our canopy.
So, so yeah, if you guys are interested, man, Christmas is, it's probably too late to get them for Christmas, but you can get them anyway to start out fresh for the new year, right? Your fresh pen of gas merch. Anyway, yeah. Listen, all my friends, dude. Darren's absolutely amazing. Robert and Tosh, I love you guys. I love Darren. I love, you know, my new guy Michael, man, at AGV Kamani. Nobody makes a bad suit. You know, it's all depends on your style and your personality. And getting a full custom suit is completely different than an off the rack suit. It really is. It changes your game. Absolutely, 110% changes the game. So, yeah. There's a plug for everybody, right? Revit, all of them, right? Every single one of them. Let's go. Yeah, but love the colorways. Eli, the yellow and black. It's like you guys know what this is. Wu-Tang, baby. Let's go with the W, right? Yeah, taking it back in the day on that one. Look at Jackie. He's like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's listen, you two, everybody's got a unique journey and story into it. You two, I'm super proud of both you gentlemen. Super proud of what you gentlemen achieved this season. Can't wait to see what the future holds in 2026 next for you two. But real quick, I know we're already coming up at 50 minutes of this. I told you guys it's gonna go by super quick. I know, man, it's quick. But real quick, let's just do real quick of your first season recap, right? Eli, I'm gonna start with you. Quick season recap for you, bro. Tell me how you went. I think you did an amazing job, man. 100%.
Yeah, there's probably highs and lows. VIR was my first one back. You know, I still have pretty severe ankle limitations in my right ankle, but I did okay. I got a few podiums at VIR. Not because I did anything great. There weren't that many people in the class, but one of them I took first in, and I'll say I was the only one in my class in that race, but it was a rain race and it had just thunderstormed and they closed the track down for a couple hours. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll go out and do it. And somebody crashed right in turn one, high-sided right in the middle of the track, and we all avoided them. But after, I think, 2 or 3 laps, they red flagged it just because I think they were over the 5 p.m. time.
That was Saturday, wasn't it?
It was Sunday. Saturday. That was Sunday.
Sunday. That's right.
But
that's right.
I got a win from just doing that. I just stayed right behind whoever was in front of me, and we were all going snail's pace. But did that one. I did Little Tally with Wera, Road Atlanta with Azra, and then I would say probably my best performance was Road Atlanta with Wera. Mostly because I had just done the Azra weekend at the same track the weekend before, but I did not podium. I got 4th place, but that was a much bigger grid. I think there were 8, 9, 10 of us, and there were some fast guys, but I would say that was probably my best race of the year. And then we did GNF. That was a blast. I only did 1 race, and I unfortunately did not get to do the endurance race like Jack did, but I've got the Separano Classic coming up next month, so I'm looking forward to that. But next season, I decided I'm going to throw this one out there, but I'm going to just do novice again, even though I got the expert letter by technicality, but Jack might have different plans. But we'll segue into Jack, I guess.
First of all, I am so jealous of you Southern boys that get to continue riding. Like it's been snowing here for over a month already. It sucks.
Where are you?
I live here in Michigan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awful.
Come on down to Jennings.
There you go.
I got to swap motors first. So it's probably a good thing that I have an off season, but I'm still jealous. But no, I started, hitting track days, got out to Grattan, got out to Gingerman. And then after the race license, did the sprint weekend with Wira at Grattan. Second one was Nelson Ledges, had never been there before, obviously. So learned that track. We did the endurance race on Saturday, and then Sunday was the sprints. They went good. I mean, I continued learning the track, shaving time off all weekend, and had a buddy of ours have a pretty bad wreck at Nelson during the second sprint race. So that was a bummer. He was right in front of me when he went down. So that was first time experiencing that, but he's on the road to recovery. So hopefully he'll be back soon. And then fast forward to a couple more track days sprinkled in, and then down to GNF at Barber. What an amazing track, amazing facilities, experience, everything. It was so cool to just be out there, on that stage at that level. Did the 4-hour endurance race again, different team. Still had Max, but picked up Earl Roberts. We'll have to get him on here with you. He's an amazing rider, awesome dude. So yeah, we did not fare nearly as well as we did at Nelson, but it was a good time. Ended up losing the transponder at the very end. They found it somehow on the track. It flew off, and one of the corner workers ended up finding it.
Oh, that was you guys's.
Yeah.
TNF?
Yeah.
I had to make an announcement about it.
Yes, probably more than one. I appreciate that. I was sweating the whole weekend. I thought, man, this is already expensive enough. I can't be buying a transponder too.
That's hilarious.
Then we went out for the sprints, and it was going well. I had kind of unlocked that next little piece during the endurance race of like, man, I need to be getting on the gas faster coming out of these corners. I need to be getting not necessarily on the gas faster, but I need to be getting a wide open throttle sooner. Even if that means slowing, picking up the throttle as I'm coming out of the corner to get straightened out, and then cranking on the throttle. So I was able to do that, shaved another 5 or 6 seconds off what had been my PR during the race, and then ended up low siding in turn, 11? 13.
That's because I crashed the same one a couple weeks before that on the 400.
Probably your fault.
Pretty
somehow.
sure it was that same thing.
Ended up low siding and couldn't get the bike back together. There's a couple things, a couple too many things that needed some attention. That had some hot bodies plastics on it. Of course, they just yard sailed. So it was all good. The Sunday ended up being the rainy kind of crappy day anyway. So we packed up and took off, but still an amazing experience. Ended up taking third in the regional for North Central for Superstock, C Superstock. And then I think I was on track a total of like 17, 18 days, something like that over this season. So starting the year projecting, man, wouldn't it be cool if I could hit this, right? And I thought I was biting off like a lot. I thought this is a lot, but if I can get to here, if I get my race license, try to make it to, intermediate group, if I can maybe try like one race weekend, like, man, that would be more unfathomable. That would be more than I could imagine. And then to just see where it went and blew that out of the water. So it was amazing. It was an incredible experience. And I think Eli and I kind of flip-flopped. Like we both had the opportunity.
Let's talk about it.
We both had the opportunity to move up to expert. My plan was originally I was going to stay novice. Like, I still got a lot to learn. I'm going to stay novice. It seemed like the smart move. Eli gets his letter. We're talking about it. And he's like, I don't know. I think I might move up. And then even just for the first weekend, and then I can go back to novice. But I think I'm going to start the season with expert. We talked more about it. And before you know it, we both flipped where he's staying novice and I'm moving up to expert. So I'm pumped about that. I'm nervous. It's out of my comfort zone, but that's kind of the point, right? Like everybody that we talk to, like Eli's on the same page that we want to get more people into this beautiful sport. It needs more people, and we want to share it with other people. We see what it is for almost every single person that does it and what it means to them and what it does for them, the people that get into this sport. So we want to see more people on the track. We want to see more people race. And we tell them the same thing, you know, because the number one thing that we hear is, I'm not ready. I'm not there yet. I'm going to do track for another year. And then maybe when I'm faster, then I'll start rate. Like, no, there is no ready. You just start doing it and you suck at it for a while and then you get better. Like
it's like having a kid. You just do it. You suck at it at first and eventually you get better because you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Right. So I talked to, I talked to Jeff. I talked to a lot of people that were much faster than me and kind of got their advice, because at the end of the day, kind of do what feels right. But at the same time, we haven't been doing this long enough to know all the ins and outs and the perspective from people who have been there and done it. And I wish I would have done it this way. I'm glad I did it this way, whatever it was, to get that insight from the dudes that know better. So I'm thankful to have made, a lot of contacts with people faster than me. And they all kind of said the same thing, which was, you will be uncomfortable, but you will get faster going up to expert than you will staying a novice. Even if you're staying a novice for the right reasons, not to like chase trophies or whatever it is, even if you're staying there because it's where you think you should be, at the end of the day, it's kind of the safe bet, which is okay for some people that need a little bit more time. But things have been, continuing on a trajectory that I'd like to continue to push. And from the beginning of the year, it's been kind of the same mindset, which is be uncomfortable, be okay with that, and continue to rise and grow, and moving up to expert seems like the way to make that happen. So it was pretty much unanimous with everybody I talked to. They all said, if you want to get faster, move to expert. If you're not a hazard out there, move to expert. So that's what we're doing.
Well, yeah, I've flip-flopped and I'm, still not 100%, but
did I talk you into it? Did I sell you on it?
You did. And then a few other people then talked me back down, but I guess not that what you were saying is wrong or anything, because it's all relative, but
different journey.
I personally don't think I was even, I'm not fast at all, but I was not fast enough to even compete with the front runners and novice, let alone keep up with the experts. I guess my fear is there I am. Am I back?
You're back.
I'm back, right? All right. If I did do expert, I'm going to get left in the dust. And I get that it makes you faster to have faster people in front of you. But if I can't even see those people, I don't know if that's going to do much. So, and the fact that I didn't even do a full season last year. So I would love to just get an entire season where I'm, fighting with people, getting more podiums, hopefully. I could still chase the experts from the novice grid. We're still going off at the same time, unless it's like a 2-wave race. But I think I am leaning more towards the novice thing, at least one more season. And then, but yeah, I mean, that's awesome. You're in a much more competitive class than I am. I mean, they're all competitive, let me say that, but you're in the meat grinder class. So.
He jumped up, man, head first in the deep pool, man. Listen, I told both of you this.
That will be very interesting, and I am sure it's going to push you and
I appreciate it.
Yeah, 110% it will. 110%, man.
Did I cut out there?
You did.
Just a little bit.
Oh, okay. Meat grinder. You heard that part.
Yeah. We did.
It all came back through
really well, and I am probably going to regret my decision and think back and say, damn, I should have done expert like Jack did. More than likely.
Can always move up.
Yeah, you can always move up. But yeah, gentlemen.
How is nobody shit talking in the comments yet?
Well, dude, I haven't even got to the comments, and there's a buttload of them, which I want to get to right now.
Oh,
right.
Man.
So
Someone's got to be saying some shit.
We'll get ready to find out, right? So the first one is Sergi. Bro, welcome to the podcast, man. He says, yo, yo, yo. Merry Hanukkah, boys. Merry Hanukkah to you too, my friend. We got Track Day Junkie. Bro, welcome to the podcast, friend. He said, let's go, boys. Let's fucking go, my man. Absolutely. We got Alicia Connors. Welcome to the show, Alicia. Merry Christmas, Eli. What am I, chopped liver and Jack? I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I feel like I over promoted this whole thing. So
no, you're good, bro.
I'm sure
you're
most
good.
people came just because I wouldn't shut up about it.
Listen, I loved every second of it. I think it's absolutely amazing. It goes to show. And sometimes I forget about this, is how excited people are to sit down and talk with me, right? That's something I'll never say or talk about, right? But it goes to show that how much you two were. And every time I see that, dude, every person that says something, anything about the podcast and been on here, dude, I literally got like 20,000 something photos in my phone of just snapping of people saying those proper mega things about coming on here. So, and I say this just as excited as you guys are, man. I'm 10 times more excited to be able to sit down and do this with you two for real and everybody. So, you absolutely killed it, Eli. And every time you did, it made my day. Every post I seen, same thing with you, Jack. It's and everybody out there.
Difficulty.
It's an honor. So, Robert says, Eli, my dog. And then we got Jeffrey Tate. Yo, yo, yo. There he is. What is up, Jeff? And of course, the legend, Mark Morrow says, RD350 power. You already know.
The power like crazy. It was unpredictable. You just hold on and wait for it to whip you back.
That's it. And then Jeff says, Jack is such good people. Absolutely.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. It was an honor to finally meet you, Jeff, and your wife, and Jack and Brian. My other boy, Brian, was there with you guys too. Pitted right next to you. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Or he was helping you guys out there.
Yeah, he was helping. He crewed with us. Him with Brian, myself, and Garrett.
That's right. See, I remember, right? I don't remember everything, but I do remember, right? So it's because I pay attention. So Sergi says, huge bikes, Minisk 125cc for me, LOL. Listen, nothing wrong with that, baby. You know why? It's on them too. That's it. That's it, right? There's balloons for you. There it is, right? And then we got Lenora. Thank you for tuning in. She says, Eli.
Man, I thought I was going to be roasted here. These are all
these are all awesome comments, man. And of course, my buddy, the legend Kenny Abbott, Rayman. Of course, it was the whole reason why I ended up at Azure Race of Champions at Daytona to do the whole commentating. He says some track days like Moto Vid have suits and boot rentals. Yeah, same thing as SFL Mini GP. They do it too in South Florida and in Jersey.
On them.
Hopefully, no swastikas, right? That should be the name of this episode. No swastika. No, I'm just joking. That's not the name of this episode. I just want to get a laugh, right? That is definitely not the name of the episode, but yes, no swastika. And then we got Keith Kelly, man. What's up, boys?
That's my teammate at Separano Classic.
Yeah.
I'm trusting all these people to ride my bike. I don't know how I'm feeling about that, but
listen, he's absolutely amazing. He is. I had the honor. We actually ran into each other at Daytona in March earlier this year, and I had him on my podcast before, so it was the first time we was meeting. It was literally, "What's up, Simcoe?" A quick hug. Hey, I'll holler at you later. I got something I gotta go run and do. And of course, I never seen him again that weekend, but can't wait to run back into you, Keith, for sure. Dude, he's absolutely amazing. You ain't got to worry about Eli. You know,
he's fast, right?
Yeah, absolutely is. Robert Maxwell, welcome. He says, Eli, the support and love, bro. Can't wait to race next to you.
Let's go. I think he just got his race license recently. I think it was him.
I love it, man. I love it. Mark Morris said, hard pass on the jacket. Facts, my friend.
I think, honestly, it's the haircut is why she thought I wanted it.
Oh, my God.
It is. And look. So I said this earlier, man. I got a buddy, Eddie Kane, and when he come on, he's bald headed too. So I got this wig that I wear. When my buddy comes on, right? No, you guys go back and check it out. Yeah, every time it comes on, I throw that on. So.
I used to keep my hair shorter, but I mean it's still short. But I used to get some people virtue signaling some of that stuff to me. So
it's hilarious.
Nice flex.
Nice flex. Jeremy Tubbleman, my man, dude. If you guys missed that, dude, I've had Jeremy on a couple times, man. Absolutely amazing human being, super fast. He says, "Hey, for us old dudes, yeah. No, we're getting younger, my friend. Remember,
I think we might be,
dude. 100%. You know, people say, "Why you say that?" And I say this, man. It's like because when you were born, we have no teeth, no hair. We're wearing diapers. People got to change us and feed us and all that. Dude, when we're old, we have no teeth, we have no hair. We're in diapers, and people got to feed us and change us, right? So yeah, we're just going back in time. Enjoy the journey. Right? Listen, one day all of us is gonna have that same Gerber baby haircut when you go to Food Line and Kroger and you see them on the bottles. We're all gonna be back to that stage again, right? Like one little hair sticking up this way, one coming out that way. Yeah,
hanging on for dear life.
Hanging on there like a half a tooth poking out. Yeah. Jason says Moto A needs a master series, dude. You know how cool would that be to have a series, professional racing that actually got paid to make a living still at 40 plus years old? I'm in, dude. What a great idea.
Is that the same as an old person class?
Hey man, we can name it what a grandpa status. Let's go, right? The curly cues or whatever, wrinkles for us. Well, whatever it is, it don't matter. Jacob Arnett, what is up, my man? I heard from you in a while, man. Hope they think, hey, congratulations. He got his pilot license. He's out there flying the friendly skies, right? Let's go. So
sometimes with 2 engines,
sometimes with one, right? Yeah. Congratulations, Jacob, for sure. And then my man Andrew Davis, what's up, guys? One thing I can say, Eli is a testament to if you apply what people teach from a fundamental standpoint, you can improve real quick. Just can't have the ego. Facts, my friend. Facts.
Hell yeah.
I'm a testament to the ego or the other part. I'm just joking.
I love it. I love it.
Guy.
Yeah, Andrew's that dude. And big shout out to the son too. Steven Smith, what is up, Steven? I was wondering who's going to pop in here, man. He says, "Damn, forgot about the time zone difference, but here now."
Oh, we were talking about you earlier.
We was. I'm sure you heard. If not, when
you can watch the rerun.
It'll be out everywhere in about 45 minutes when we get this done. Let's see. Jason Bartlett, what is up, my man? He says, "Eli, did you kill a minion in your room? Yellow everywhere."
No, so what's your boy at Hyper Naked? He's got a minion suit, right?
Yeah, K-Dub, my man K-Dub. Yeah, it's a mega suit too. Love it, dude. Love the style. He does. Yeah, it's hilarious. Let's see. We got he says not the yellow water bottle too. Gavin Huffman, what is up, my man? He says, "What's up, crew? You buddy."
Oh man, he crewed for me at Little Tally. He was awesome. He had a accident earlier this year at Tally when he did his first race, and he's a great guy. Super helpful. I never had a pit crew person. He just volunteered to help me. I'm like, "You sure? You really want to help me?" Okay. But huge shout out to Gavin. Great dude.
Big shout out, Gavin. That's for you, Bubba. Straight up. Keith Kelly says, "Haven't met Eli yet, but I will in a couple of weeks." Of course, because you're riding his bike, Keith. You got to meet the guy first, right?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I'm just joking. Yeah, dude, you guys are gonna get along well, 110%. Lance, welcome to the show, my friend. I got knocked off my first race weekend, and my second went even worse. I mean, it happens, man. It does. I remember my first crash. It was a low side, trying to outbrake this guy.
Lance is my boy.
Yeah, messed my shoulder, and my shoulder still bothers me. Like I hairline fractured it, not enough for surgery, where I just had to wear a sling and ice it and all that stuff, right? And wrapped it. But it still bothers me. I still got this like bump right here on my shoulder right here.
I know what that's like.
Bro, straight up, dude. There's times at work I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, my shoulder's killing
me." The
me.
worst for me is when I'm driving and if I need to reach and get something in my back seat. That's when I don't know.
And you'll feel that pop. You're like, "Oh my god, are you kidding me right now?" Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Steve, bro, what is up? Great crew. Absolutely, my friend. Steve's out there in California. He's his Facebook group that I'm part of. He's, I don't want to give his age, Santa Claus, but yeah, he's
I'll say it. He's an older guy.
yeah, dude. Steve's
some
awesome,
stickers.
dude. Nothing but love for Steve, dude, for sure. Yeah, I got some stickers. I got a Mad Pool.
The Deadpool one.
Deadpool, yeah, man. Mad Pool, man. Yeah,
I just put him on my bike.
Yep.
I never met
Hopefully.
him, but he's a good guy. We're trying
Yeah, I
to get
haven't
him back
met him
out
either.
on the grid.
He lives in Cali, man. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. We got Mark says if you're not reevaluating your life every once in a while, you're doing it wrong. It's a fact, my friend.
That's true.
100%. Steve says I was so slow during my first race that my wife was timing me with sundial. Oh my god, dude, that's hilarious. Steven Smith, dude, bro, I know we've been talking about, but Steven, hit me up. Facebook Messenger now. Send me a message.
Okay.
Right now. I'm just checking. Yeah. He says, Eli,
I'm going to have a part 2, apparently, I guess, which I will go into some of that. But yes, I did pit crew for Steve at Daytona in March this year. And that was probably the biggest inspiration to me to get back into racing as quickly as I did, because I did one race, my race school weekend the year before. And once I pit crewed for Steve, I'm like, I'm in. I'm going right now. And I met Cassidy there, formed a little group with the 8R people, and got my bike, my new 8R, together with Steve and all my 8R boys help. Scott Langley, he's another old guy who's done pretty well for himself this year in his first year of racing. But I'm looking forward to doing some more pit crew next year, either for Steve or Cassidy. He's got some plans. Cassidy has some plans coming for next year that I'm not going to spoil. But some exciting news to come for him. He'd be a good one for your show, Chris.
Me and Cassidy's, we've been going back and forth, and I'm definitely going to get him nailed down in a hot seat on the podcast.
Let's get him in the hot seat.
We will, 110%. It is coming. It's another one that's been, a long time in the making. And like I tell everybody, everything happens for a reason when it's meant to happen. So it's going to happen, right? So let's go. Track Day Junkie says, I kept a spreadsheet like an idiot for my first year, bike included. $30K for the full season. Stop keeping that shit around after.
Oh man, I don't even want to see that. Oh man, I did a spreadsheet one time and I never did it again.
That's hilarious. Steve says, my current track bike, 98 TL 1000S, cost me $300 to buy, and I have a total of probably $1,800 in it.
So yeah, both sides of the spectrum here.
Both sides. I love it, dude. And you can, there it is. You can race cheap, right? Let's go. Steve says, I also work on bikes to help pay for things, right?
Hell yeah.
As he says, Eli, thank you for supporting my son.
Oren. We got
Oren. Yeah.
He just got an 8R. He had a Ninja 400 and was going back and forth. He's going to do Twins Cup hopefully next year. But he just got an 8R, and I actually got a new seat, armor body seat on my 8R, and I sent him like hot bodies and sending him a tank extender. So he's a fast kid, really good kid, good family.
Absolutely. Love it, man. Love it. I love everybody in the sport, right? Especially the young up and coming, as I call it, future legends of the sport. It's it all starts somewhere, whether it's grassroots racing from father and son, or the bike picks you at whatever age. It's the journey and the people you meet, man.
Assie's fast as shit. He races in the F40. He just blows everyone out of the water.
I love it, dude. I love it. Michael says, hey, Eli, thanks for the shout out.
Yeah, one of my clients. This man is 70 years old. Freaking 70 years old, and he is a fast motherfucker. Sorry.
No, dude, you good, bro. We're in America.
Yeah, he races a Kramer 690.
Nice, dude. That's a weapon right there.
70-year-old man doing 136s at barber.
Ripping it.
And he works out with me twice a week. He is one of the most disciplined, focused people I've ever met. But maybe towards the end of the season next year, we'll get him back out there.
He can join us in the Moto America Wrinkle Ranch.
There we go.
The Wrinkle Ranch, dude. That's the name of this episode. No, I'm just joking. The Wrinkle Ranch. Oh my God, that was good though, Jack. I like that.
We got all the old people here,
right? And then we got dude, Darwin again from Envy. Nothing
there he
but
is.
love, baby. Only Envy can do that. Yeah, man, absolutely. Envy's the dude, man. Darwin, absolutely amazing. Lance says I waited 2 months for mine. Did you wait 2 months for your Envy suit or?
Oh, he has hyper naked.
Okay. All right. My man K-Dub, if you put Eli in a waffle cone, I would eat him right up. Hey, cuties. I love it. Hey, buddy, let's go. This is for you, right?
How do you do the hearts and all that? Can I do that?
You should be able to.
Can make heart
You're
hands.
the host.
Yeah, you got to. So I do it all through StreamYard. If you
No, it's not working.
that's not even a heart, bro.
You got palsy
What is
fingers?
that?
What do you got? What is that?
He's making Yellow Jacket, the TV show, the Yellow Jacket things. Yeah, it's hilarious.
So he's trying to do blood?
Yeah. You should be able.
Did
to
it work
do
for you?
Yeah, it worked. You did it.
Oh, okay. It doesn't show up for me.
I love it. Let's see if you see. Steve says, "My friggin' suit is so old, I have to evict families of raccoons out every time I need to use it." Oh my God, dude. Jeremy Baker, the long-awaited episode. Facts, my friend. Facts.
Tell him when you failed to use it. Yes. Oh man, kind of left him hanging. So Lance he will be my teammate as well at Separano next month, and I ended up doing the announcement duties at GNF, and it was all of our first endurance race for the 2 hour and the ultra lightweight on his Lance's Ninja 400, and apparently they could not figure it out, even though there were like 4, 5, 6 people. And they didn't even get out on the grid in time. They couldn't get my transponder to work. But I realized I kind of bailed on them doing that. So my bad, buddy. I will do better next time and not overcommit myself.
We forgive you.
Yeah.
We forgive you, Eli. We forgive you, bro. Nothing
They did go out and at least finish and put in some laps and got some experience. So that's good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Darwin, K-Dub says, see you at the Soprano. It's my first road race. Let's freaking go, K-Dub.
His first
you got
one?
this. Yeah, dude.
I
Let's
thought he
go,
raced.
K-Dub. No.
Is he going to wear the Minion suit? That's the question.
This is to be determined. Stay
Oh.
tuned and you shall find out. Right. So Darwin says, sup, brother? Enjoying the podcast. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Let's see. We got Jeremy Baker says, ready for 2026. You guys are motivating me. Let's
Yeah,
go.
he's going to get his
bro.
license.
Yes, he is. I had the honor to meet him at I forgot. Was we at where? It was we were at Azra, our Precision. I can't remember what track day was.
It probably was Precision.
Yeah,
Precision
yeah,
or
yeah.
Evolve.
Yep.
He's going to do
we're
his first
fine.
race next year.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see. We got Mark says those are other people are idiots. Don't listen to them. Jack speaks the truth.
Yeah, he did tell me to go expert. He was, but then he was kind of like, do what makes you comfortable. But I don't know. Now I got to do it. Now I'm going to have to go expert.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. That's hilarious. Oh my God, dude. Jason Brook, dude, from one older dude to another. Jack, we don't have unlimited seasons left. I'm going to expert next year after one season in novice, mostly because the Reaper is closer. Listen,
Yeah, but he
you got to
also won the
outrun that
class.
dude.
He also won the class and did really well. Lightweight twins and F2. He crushed it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, both of you are already crushing it.
He did
Right?
way better
So-
than me.
Maybe you need to just give yourself more credit.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man. You got. You know what? It's Jackie. You say that. I tell a lot of my friends that I feel like all my friends in racing, whether it's club days or wherever, BSB, SBK, wherever it is, I feel like it comes to a time where you still got to be proud of yourself and give yourself credit where credit is due. It's hard for us to be humble enough to give ourselves credit, right? And it's hard on me. And here just recently, I tell my wife, I was like, dude, I'm proud of myself. Like I'm absolutely proud of what I've done and where I've grown and look what I've accomplished, right? Like I'm truly proud of myself. And to be able to say that about yourself, I feel like it just takes for one, it confirms it, right? Because everybody needs to say it's good to hear it from your mom and your dad and your loved ones and your friends. But when you tell yourself, to me, it's another level because you're confirming something that's always been right here. We know how the whole mental thing is, right? Yeah, man, you guys got it. I'm proud of both you guys for sure.
Imposter syndrome is a real thing.
Yeah.
100%.
It
100%.
was really hard to, even just over this last season, these opportunities keep coming up, these good things keep happening. It was hard to embrace that and welcome it and think like, yeah, well, I'm earning these things. I'm creating these opportunities. Like I'm proud of these things and these accomplishments rather than just like, oh man, what is this craziness that keeps coming to me? Like, why me? It doesn't feel like it belongs or whatever. But I've learned more about myself in this last year than I have, in the last 10.
I'll take that. I agree. Absolutely.
100%, man. Yeah, it's let's see. We got Steve says when I started, I was older, didn't have any killer instinct, and was thinking about my kids and my job. But by just being out there, I got better. It's inevitable. Eventually, I shocked myself by getting podiums. You just have to be out there. It's a fact, man. 100%. Let's see, dude. We got Emilio. Dude, what is up? My man says, yo, what up, fellas? You, my friend, you. Darwin says, I remember being moved up to expert, and I was like, hell no, I'm not ready. There's no way I can go race in the same class as Stefano Mesa. Then I said, fuck it, let's go.
No,
I was
Darwin did it, then
not
I
to
gotta
get
do it.
lapped. Yeah, right. There you go, bro. All the love and support, man. There, and then Jason says shit talking. You couldn't even get past the little 17-year-old ones on a 400. Oh my god.
There we go. Finally.
Dude. K-Dub says, Keith is your teammate? Oh, I'm fucked.
Oh, he's our fast boy, I guess.
Oh my god, dude. That's it. Jay says, want some shit talking? Ask Jack about my gas cap at Moto A.
Oh,
There it is.
what happened?
There it is. I was waiting for that. I don't know if you guys heard or not, but at Mid-Ohio round of Moto A, Jeff didn't complete his first race because he lost his gas cap. Guess whose job it was to fill up Jeff's tank and put on his gas cap? This guy. And so that was my first time with like a Bonamici locking gas cap. And I didn't feel great about it. I put it on and it clicked and it stayed and it seemed secure. And I'm like, okay, I did it. It's on there. And they go out, they do their sighting lap and, formation, and they take off and they start ripping by, and here goes everybody, and here goes G, and there's no Jeff. And I'm like, oh, and immediately like crewing for this dude, and he's not coming around, and I haven't heard anybody crashed, and I heard something about a mechanical over the radio, and immediately my brain starts going through like, what was this tire pressure? Did I tighten the rear axle? What was this? What was that? And my brain goes, do not be the gas cap.
Yeah.
And I see him come walking back around, and he gets back to the tent, and it was like slow motion, and I can see his lips, gas cap. I'm like, no, I felt so bad. I was absolutely devastated. He could not have been cooler about it. Like I'd like to think that I would be able to be that cool about it, but I don't, man. everything that, the season he's had, he had to wait for his Fireblade to come out of Japan. And, he ended up, it cost him the first few months of the season that he wasn't out there. And then this was his first Moto A event of the year. And like, he couldn't have been cooler though. He was very understanding. He's like, it happens, no, don't sweat it. Don't beat yourself up. We ended up getting a replacement from, I think it was Durbin's dad got us a replacement.
Doug.
Yeah, and he comes over to me and he's like, "Hey, I forgot Chris's gas cap once. It happens." Like, okay, that made me feel so much better. But we were able to get him out there and finish the weekend. So,
right. Thanks, Doug.
Shout
Words
out.
of inspiration. Dude, we got Mr. Blanco. Dude, what is up, my friend? Dude, he says Jack's lighting setup is nice. Motherfucker lost majestic.
That's right.
I love it, dude. He's so
man.
awesome. And then we got the legend himself, Philip Chapin.
There we
bro.
go. He's been a
What's
huge
up, my man,
support for me all year.
Love
Shout
that
out
guy.
to Philip. He's obviously Matthew crushes it on an 8R. But Philip, I have Matthew's suspension from his B bike or his practice bike. So shout out to Phil for being my other race dad.
Love it, man. I love it. Well, listen, gentlemen, dude, we're almost an hour and 30 of this, dude. My wife's been done texting me like 5 times. Talk
When are
about
you
dinner's
done?
ready, dude. So
I think I got a
listen,
few of those.
you're good. We're gonna go ahead and end this here in a few minutes. First thing I want to do is just give all my shout outs before I leave the microphone to Jack and Eli to give all their shout outs. You guys just stay with me for a brief second after this, so we can go ahead and schedule our next one. But listen, first and foremost, man, I want to give a big shout out to my man Scott Holbrooks, man, from Kubota Americas, man. He's the director. He reached out to me. He sent me a proper mega package today. I got it in, so thank you. I got the hat, I got a t-shirt, and I got some espargos, and dude, I got two Alacias, Juan Mir and Remy Garner, little Duke Kubota motorcycle. Dude, I always check these things
That's
out.
awesome.
Super cool. But anyway, dude, big shout out, man. I appreciate it for sending me these items. I'm definitely gonna love them, rock them, and support you guys on the podcast 100%. So thank you so much. Second thing I want to say is, man, Merry Christmas to everybody. This year has been absolutely amazing. I have 2 more podcasts scheduled for this year. You guys stay tuned. But I just want to say thanks, man. If it wasn't for everybody coming on here, I know I say it all the time, for Jack and Eli and just everybody that's been on here and everybody that's coming on here, I wouldn't be able to do this. So it's nothing but love to each and every single one of you, men and women out there and kids that's come on here. It's because of you is the reason why I'm here, and I really appreciate it. So much so you guys have no idea how much it's nothing but love, my friends. 110%. And again, real quick before I let them two end it, still got some of these proper mega shirts for sale. You guys hit me up. You guys need one to start off your 2026 season, so you'd be looking proper mega fly, whether you're at the bowling alley or going out to a hot date with your chick. Because listen, if you have this on, you already know what's going to follow with that when you guys get back home, right? So make sure you hit me up and we'll order one of these. Look, Jack's like, yeah, I need 2 of those right now. No, I'm just joking. Let's go. But anyway, listen, thank you so much for tuning in. This episode will be out everywhere in about 30 minutes. As soon as I end this, Eli, I'm going to let you end it and before Jack ends it, right? So tell everybody where they can find you, all their social medias and all the shout outs you want to give. And again, Eli, thank you so much for coming on, my friend. Can you hear me?
Well, first off, hang on, I'm gonna wait. Am I back? Yes, I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
We good. Okay. Thank you for having us on. Jack, thank you for doing this. I would try to name I wrote down all these names for people. I'd rather just say thank you to everybody who's been here supporting me. But probably the most important one is right here next to me. She doesn't want to get on here, but I'm just say hello. This is my wife, Katrina.
Hello, Katrina. Thank you.
The brains behind everything.
Yeah, okay.
but yeah, she's been getting over the flu or something. But
I hope she
anyways,
feels
just want to
better.
thank you so much, babe. I love you, and yeah, thank you for having us on here. I'll hand the mic over to Jack.
Yeah, thanks to both of you guys. Eli for reaching out. Chris for setting all this up. I mean, it's incredibly flattering and amazing opportunity. So I really appreciate all that. Thanks to my wife, my family, my parents, my friends. I mean, everybody who has been incredibly supportive throughout this entire year. And the community and that family, that group just continues to expand. So it's been mind blowing. Like I said, incredibly humbling. And I just want to thank everybody. I love all of you. Thanks to, I have partners. I have partners now. So thanks to Vortex EK, Armor Bodies, Suomi, Matt Racing, trying to work out details still with FKT for next year. So hopefully we got something big coming from that for a title sponsor for next year. So we'll see, but I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
Look at you, all those sponsors, man. I thought you said you didn't know what
I didn't. I didn't. You figure it out.
Right? You figure, but yeah, dude, you're right. It's I call it friendships, right? It's all the friendship things. It's
there we go. Nice.
Yeah, friendship instead of sponsorships like a bad word to most people seeking it, right? Because they need it. So I feel like the friendship thing, but it's I always find it weird asking for people for money. That's the trick, right? Because anyway. Listen, gentlemen, it's been an absolute honor to have both of you on here. Eli Mazer, Jack Dora, thank you, gentlemen, so much. This episode will be out everywhere in about 30 minutes. So if you guys ran into this late or you caught it at the tail end, as soon as I end it, you go to my YouTube or my Facebook and immediately rewatch it, or you can wait for a little while and listen to it when you're taking a shower on Spotify or iHeart or whatever it is, driving to work, or if you're going to work. But yeah, listen, thank you, gentlemen, so much. I appreciate it, man. I really do. If you guys are out there on the track and you see Eli, you see Jack, make sure you go get that hug, go get that high five, get that picture, get that autograph, show all the love and support. It means everything to us. If anybody's out there going to buy anything for your motorcycle, I don't care if it's riding gear, sprockets, chains, spark plugs, air filters, whatever it is, keep that shit within the industry. Don't order it off of Target and Amazon and all that stuff. Listen, I know so many people in the industry. Just hit me up, and I guarantee I can get anything you're looking for within the industry, right? It's important. It really is. And on that note, Merry Christmas. I love each and every single one of you. We'll see you soon. Let's go.
Did it do a thumbs up when I did that?
No, but I did balloons for it. It did balloons, but yeah, I don't know. But there it is.
Doesn't like me.
It loves you. It loves you. What are you talking about? It loves you. You just
When you
did.
saw the
Look
balloons?
at that.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas
All right,
podcast,
it's
the
over.
ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas